So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Unconventional Side Hustles. In this video, we're going to talk about dog breeding. We're going to talk about different types of dogs, who your clients are going to be, and how much you can expect to make. So let's get into it. So again, dog breeding is a bit of a controversial side hustle, and there's a good reason for it. You have some dog breeders who do not take pride or who do not take great care of their pets or their animals. But on the other side, you do have people who treat those pets and those animals as family. So that's the reason it becomes a little bit of a controversial way to make money. Now, to kind of give you a little bit of background on it, I do have a cousin who does dog breed. He's been doing it for about 2 years or so about now. And I can tell you right now, this is going to be for somebody who does not mind putting in the time and the effort to do it correctly. It takes a lot of work, guys, to be a dog breeder, but it also is very rewarding. And again, you're surrounded by puppies. Why not, right? So just talking to him and getting some information on dog breeding, it's a lot of work and it's also expensive. So that's the reason you charge accordingly for these pets, but you can make a lot of money. Now, more and more recently, I've been seeing a lot of people popping up on Facebook Marketplace selling pets, OfferUp, people selling pets, Craigslist, people selling pets. Pretty much everywhere, people are just trying to find a way to make a dollar. But you can tell that some of these ways, some of the people that are doing it, they're just breeding them just to breed them, and they really don't, give a shit. But then are others who do take the time to get them registered, to get their shots, and they look like healthy puppies. So that's kind of how it came about to talking about this side hustle today. Talking with my cousin, he's been doing it for a little while. He takes really good care of his dogs. As well as, just seeing it popping up all over the place on the internet. People are just selling these things for a couple $100. Yeah, just trying to make a buck. When I first talked to my cousin about this, I was like, how much are you selling these dogs for? And I think he said like $2,500, $3,000. So I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. So anyone who doesn't know, he sells bulldogs. If anyone is interested, drop a comment down below and I can put you in touch with him. He actually has a litter right now. But and anyone who has been keeping up with the internet, Frenchies, French bulldogs, the little mini looking things, those things are popping off all over social media. People are selling them for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So again, it's a great side hustle if you're serious about it. If you have time to dedicate to this, let's go ahead and get into it, talk a little bit more about it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert, if this is your first time tuning in. So first off, what are you going to need? Well, you're going to need a female dog, obviously, and then you're going to need a male. You can either have a male that you borrow a male just till the female gets fertilized. Or if you already have a male and a female, then obviously you can breed them and then start creating a bloodline that way. Now, if you already have a female and you are going to be borrowing a male from another breeder, you're typically going to have to pay for that. It's not free, but there are some ways you can negotiate. You can negotiate, hey, I'll give you a puppy. Once the puppies are born, if you let me borrow your male. I've heard of people just trading things back and forth. So again, it's kind of, there's no real guidelines on what you have to pay for this. Again, it's up to that breeder and it's up to you what you guys want to discuss and what you guys want to negotiate. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a lot of time, guys. If you are maybe a stay-at-home parent and you have extra time, then this may be a good side hustle for you. And also, if you have a heart, if your heart's in the right place for animals, this also may be a good side hustle for you. You're providing somebody with a lifelong friend, well, the life of the pet, right? The lifelong friend of the pet. You're combining those two. You're combining a human and a pet for years and years and years. So it's not a bad side hustle if that's something that you find interesting or something that you have a heart in. That's going to be a great side hustle for. Real quickly, kind of off on a tangent, but I'll kind of explain how I got my Rottweiler. So I love Rottweilers. And I ended up getting my Rottweiler from a dog breeder. How I ended up getting that is because I own Airbnbs. I'll leave a link down below for our website. We have glamping sites, by the way. But I rented out, I have a lake house, and I was renting it out. Well, I offered the Rottweiler breeder, a free stay, free weekend getaway at my property, one of my properties, in exchange for a Rottweiler. So they were interested. I didn't have to give any money. And they got a free vacation off of it. So it was a great negotiation. There's different ways to work things out if the breeder is open to it as well. And now I have a lifelong friend for 8 to 12 years on average, right, for a Rottweiler. So a good trade-off in my opinion. Next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a safe environment to hold your puppies. If you don't have a safe environment to put the puppies, if you're going to have them outside where they can be, if you live out in the country like I do, coyotes can get them, hawks can get them. There's different types of environmental problems that could occur if you keep your puppies outside. So preferably inside, if you have a spot inside your house to where you can house these puppies, you're going to be better off. You have a higher chance of, one, making more money, two, providing a safer and cleaner environment for the puppies. The next thing you're going to need a little bit of money to start this. It's not as cheap as people may think it is. It's actually pretty expensive to become a dog breeder, or at least to become a good dog breeder. It's very expensive. The vet bills, they add up. The pet supplies, there's a lot of puppy pads, there's a lot of bottles, there's different types of things, crates, little fences, whatever you got to do to keep them enclosed. There's different costs that you probably don't think about going into this that you're going to find out once you're there that, oh shoot, I need this, this, and this. And the costs start to add up. So you are going to need a little bit of capital before you start getting into this game and more seriously. So let's quickly talk a little bit about the different dog breeds. There's a lot of different dog breeds out there, guys. One of the most popular ones that's popping off right now is the Frenchies. If you have TikTok, you have Instagram, you're probably seeing Frenchies all over the place. They're really cute, but they're also very expensive and they're hard to get into because it's so much time you have to dedicate to a Frenchie. And I've just watched some YouTube videos on these Frenchies and I'm like, holy shit, this is a lot of work. But they are making quite a bit of money. They're making hundreds of thousands, if not selling these things for 5, 10, 15. Some of the higher end Frenchies are selling for well over $100,000. It's a lot of money. So it's a great side hustle. But again, you have to be serious about it because if not, all those puppies are going to die on you. They take a lot of work. The next one is bulldogs. My cousin sells bulldogs. He sells those things for a couple grand each. Now I know that there are some higher end breeders that are selling them for $10,000 and $20,000. That's a lot of money. They have breeds like Rottweilers. I don't know of many Rottweilers selling for over $100,000 like a Frenchie. Probably because they don't require as much work when you're starting to get them to make puppies, right? But I have seen them in around the, I would say, $1,000 to maybe $8,000 range. That's where I've seen most Rotties. Most of them usually are priced around $3,000 to $4,000 currently today in 2024. Again, the more delicate the breed, the more work that is necessary to get those two dogs to breed, and the more costly it is to keep up with them, the more expensive it is going to be to purchase those animals. So again, the more time you have to dedicate to these animals, these puppies, the more effort you have to put into it, the more profit there is for you as well. So if you want to get the most profit, you're going to have to find puppies that require a lot of work and a lot of money also to get them to where they need to be for able to be sold. Now let's quickly talk about how can you get these puppies sold. Like I said, you can go on Facebook, you can go on Craigslist, you can go create an Instagram page, a website. There's different ways to push traffic to your puppies. TikTok is another good one. Just showcasing videos of how cute they are, what they can do, if they are obedient, if they are puppy trained, if they are good with people. Just showcasing their characteristics and what they are good at on social media is going to be a great way to get people and get traffic to your puppies. Another one is that's through organic. You can also do inorganic, which is paid ads. There's different paid ads. There's Instagram ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, Facebook ads. There's different types of ads you can place. Google ads on the internet, so that we can start driving traffic to your puppies as well. The best one is going to be organic. Organic is where you are not paying for ads, but you're just having people naturally going to your site. They're just naturally intrigued by what you are posting, and they are naturally flowing into your website. That's the best kind of traffic you can have. They are the most engaged visitor, and they're the most interested in and usually have a higher percentage of converting them over into a puppy owner. Now again, how much can you expect to make? Well, it's going to depend on how many females you have as well. How many puppies are you having? How many litters are you having in a year? That's going to determine how much you can make in a year. If you just have one puppy, if you just have one dog producing maybe 8 puppies, selling them for $2,000 each, that's $16,000 with one litter. You can have maybe another litter in the year. That's, 16, that's $32,000 in a year just selling those puppies for $2,000 each. That's a lot of money. Now, there are a lot of places that will also offer free or maybe highly discounted vaccines for puppies as well. And if you take your puppies there, well, then obviously you get, you're reducing your costs and increasing your profit for each puppy. Now, for people who are selling Frenchies, they're making $5,000, $10,000 per Frenchie that they're selling. Again, these are more the middle-ranged breeders. They're not, the super low backyard breeders either, but still, $5,000, $10,000 per puppy is quite a bit of money. And it's life-changing money for a lot of people. You can really change your life, turn your life around if you use that money and then you invest it into something else or into more dogs, or just continue to invest that money to let it grow. It's going to become an insane amount of money and you're going to be much, much better off. But overall, I think $100,000 is very achievable as a puppy breeder. As long as you have enough females and you're taking care of those females, taking care of those puppies, and taking care of your dogs, I could see this easily doing $100,000 a year as a puppy breeder. Now, I want to kind of reiterate the social media aspect and the marketing aspect of being a puppy breeder, because it doesn't matter how good your puppies are. It doesn't matter, guys. I mean, it does matter, but it doesn't matter as much as getting your name out there and getting exposure to your puppies. If you have the best puppies in the world, but nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter. Like, they can be the best puppies in the world, but if you don't have that social media presence, or if you don't have traffic to your puppies or people knowing about your puppies, it doesn't matter if you have the best dogs in the world. No one's going to buy them, because why? They don't know about your puppies. They don't know who you are. They don't know about your bloodline. They don't know nothing about your puppies. So being big on social media, being big on advertising, being big on just exposure to your dog breeding operation, your dog breeding in general, is going to be huge, and it's going to be a key factor to your success as a dog breeder. Again, I don't want to diminish the value or the importance of having good dogs. That's also important. But what I'm trying to say is you cannot have good dogs without enough traffic to your good dogs. That's all I'm trying to say. Well, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that quick unconventional side hustle video. If you got any value from this video, definitely give this a like, share, and a subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.